Australia, a land of diverse beauty from lush rainforests to vibrant coral reefs. Yet a mystery lies at its heart. Why is so much of this vast continent, a staggering 95%, practically uninhabited? This question has puzzled explorers and scientists for centuries. The answer lies in a complex interplay of geography, climate, and history. Australia's interior, often called the outback, is a formidable landscape. Vast deserts, rugged mountain ranges, and sprawling plains dominate this region. These harsh conditions have shaped the continent's flora, fauna, and human history. To understand Australia's emptiness, we must venture into this unforgiving yet captivating world. Our journey takes us across scorching deserts where temperatures soar and rainfall is scarce. We'll encounter unique creatures that have adapted to survive in this extreme environment. We'll delve into the history of Australia's Indigenous people, who have lived in harmony with this land for millennia. Join me as we unravel the enigma of Australia's empty quarter, exploring the delicate balance of life in this extraordinary land. We'll discover the challenges and opportunities presented by this vast, untamed wilderness, and gain a deeper appreciation for the forces that have shaped Australia's unique character. At the heart of Australia lies a land of extremes. The outback, a vast expanse of arid and semi-arid regions, dominates the continent's interior. Here, temperatures fluctuate dramatically, soaring to scorching heights during the day and plummeting at night. Rainfall is scarce and unpredictable, creating a cycle of droughts and floods. The landscape is as varied as it is harsh. Towering sandstone monoliths like Uluru rise abruptly from the flat desert plains. Ancient mountain ranges, weathered by time and erosion, cut across the horizon. Vast salt lakes, shimmering mirages under the intense sun, testify to the region's aridity. This unforgiving environment poses significant challenges to human habitation. The lack of reliable water sources, coupled with the extreme temperatures, makes agriculture difficult and survival a constant struggle. Yet, life persists, adapting and evolving to thrive in this land of extremes. The outback's harsh beauty is a testament to the power of nature. It is a land of stark contrasts, where life clings tenaciously to existence. This is the true heart of Australia, a land that both fascinates and challenges those who dare to explore its depths. Australia is often referred to as a sunburnt country, and for good reason. The continent lies directly beneath the intense heat of the sun's rays, resulting in high temperatures and prolonged periods of drought. This aridity is a defining characteristic of the Australian landscape, shaping its flora, fauna, and human history. The lack of rainfall across much of the interior has created vast deserts, some of the largest in the world. These deserts are not barren wastelands, but rather complex ecosystems teeming with life that has adapted to survive with minimal water. Plants have developed deep roots to tap into underground water sources, while animals have evolved unique strategies for conserving moisture. The heat itself poses a significant challenge. Temperatures can soar above 50 degrees Celsius, 122 degrees Fahrenheit, in some areas, making outdoor activity during the day unbearable. This extreme heat also leads to high rates of evaporation, further exacerbating the aridity. Australia's climate is a double-edged sword. While the sunshine provides ample opportunities for solar energy and outdoor recreation, the heat and aridity pose significant challenges for agriculture, water management, and human habitation. Understanding these climatic factors is crucial to comprehending why so much of Australia remains sparsely populated. Long before European arrival, Australia was home to a diverse population of Indigenous Australians. For over 65,000 years, they have lived in close harmony with the land, developing a deep understanding of its rhythms and resources. Their nomadic lifestyle and sophisticated land management practices allowed them to thrive in even the harshest environments. Indigenous Australians view themselves as custodians of the land, responsible for its care and preservation. Their traditional knowledge systems, passed down through generations, encompass a wealth of information about the environment, including sustainable hunting and gathering techniques, fire management practices, and water conservation methods. However, the arrival of European colonists in the late 18th century had a devastating impact on indigenous populations and their way of life. Dispossession of land, disease, and forced assimilation policies decimated their numbers and disrupted their ancient cultural practices. Despite these challenges, Indigenous Australians have maintained a deep connection to their ancestral lands. Today, they play an increasingly important role in land management and conservation efforts, sharing their traditional knowledge to help protect Australia's fragile ecosystems. The arrival of European colonists in 1788 marked a turning point in Australia's history, forever altering the landscape and its people. Driven by a belief in terra nullius, the doctrine that the land belonged to no one, colonists began to claim vast swathes of territory, displacing indigenous populations and imposing their own systems of land use. The introduction of European farming practices, particularly sheep and cattle grazing, had a profound impact on the Australian environment. Overgrazing led to soil erosion and degradation, while the clearing of native vegetation for agriculture disrupted delicate ecosystems. The discovery of gold in the mid-19th century triggered a massive influx of immigrants, further accelerating the pace of colonization and its environmental consequences. Towns and cities sprang up almost overnight, often with little regard for sustainable urban planning or the preservation of natural resources. The legacy of colonization continues to shape Australia today. The country grapples with the ongoing impacts of environmental degradation, the displacement of indigenous peoples, and the challenges of creating a sustainable future for all Australians. Today, Australia is one of the most urbanized countries in the world, with over 85% of its population concentrated in major cities along the coast. This pattern of urban concentration is a direct result of the country's geography, climate, and history. The coastal regions of Australia offer a more temperate climate, fertile land for agriculture, and access to trade routes. In contrast, the vast interior, with its harsh conditions and limited resources, has proven less hospitable to large-scale human settlement. As a result, major cities like Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane have flourished, becoming centres of commerce, culture, and innovation. These urban centres offer a wealth of opportunities and amenities, attracting people from all over Australia and the world. However, this concentration of population in coastal areas also presents significant challenges. Urban sprawl, traffic congestion, and pressure on infrastructure are all concerns. Moreover, the reliance on a few major cities for economic activity raises questions about regional development and the sustainability of Australia's urban model. Water, or the lack thereof, is a defining issue for Australia. As one of the driest inhabited continents on Earth, managing this precious resource is crucial for the country's economic prosperity and environmental sustainability. The vast majority of Australia's rainfall occurs in the northern and eastern coastal regions, leaving the interior arid and prone to drought. This uneven distribution of rainfall has led to chronic water shortages in many parts of the country, particularly for agriculture and urban centres. To address these challenges, Australia has invested heavily in water infrastructure, including dams, pipelines, and desalination plants. These projects have helped to secure water supplies for major cities and agricultural regions. But they have also come at an environmental cost, altering river flows and impacting aquatic ecosystems. Climate change is exacerbating Australia's water challenges. Rising temperatures and more frequent droughts are putting further strain on water resources, highlighting the need for innovative solutions and a national approach to water management. The vast distances and sparse population of Australia pose significant challenges for infrastructure development and connectivity. Building and maintaining roads, railways, and communication networks across such a vast and sparsely populated landmass is a costly and complex undertaking. The tyranny of distance has had a profound impact on Australian society, shaping its economy, culture, and sense of identity. For many years, the isolation of remote communities has hindered access to essential services like healthcare, education, and employment opportunities. However, technological advancements, particularly in telecommunications and transportation, are helping to bridge the gap between urban centers and remote areas. The internet, for example, has revolutionized communication, providing access to information, education, and business opportunities for people living in even the most isolated communities. Despite these advancements, the challenges of distance and isolation remain a significant factor in Australian life, highlighting the need for continued investment in infrastructure and innovative solutions to connect all Australians to the opportunities and services they need to thrive. Despite the challenges posed by its harsh environment, Australia is a land of remarkable resilience. Its unique flora and fauna have evolved over millennia to thrive in extreme conditions, showcasing nature's incredible ability to adapt and survive. Australia is home to a diverse range of ecosystems, from the lush rainforests of the east coast to the arid deserts of the interior. Each of these ecosystems harbors a wealth of biodiversity, including many species found nowhere else on Earth. However, these natural treasures are under increasing threat from human activities, including habitat loss, climate change, and the introduction of invasive species. Protecting Australia's biodiversity is crucial, not only for its intrinsic value, but also for the essential services it provides, such as clean air, water, and pollination. Recognizing the importance of conservation, Australia has established a network of national parks, marine reserves, and other protected areas, covering a significant portion of the country's landmass and territorial waters. These protected areas play a vital role in safeguarding biodiversity, providing opportunities for recreation and scientific research, and preserving Australia's natural heritage for future generations. Australia's outback, a land of stark beauty and unforgiving extremes, remains a place of mystery and wonder. Its emptiness is not a void, but rather a testament to the power of nature and the resilience of life that has adapted to survive in this challenging environment. As we have explored, the reasons for Australia's sparse population are complex and multifaceted, stemming from a combination of geographical factors, climatic conditions, and historical events. Yet, despite its challenges, the outback holds a powerful allure, drawing adventurers, scientists, and those seeking a deeper connection to the natural world. The future of Australia's outback lies in finding a balance between preserving its unique environment, respecting its indigenous heritage, and managing its resources sustainably. This requires a long-term vision, one that recognizes the interconnectedness of all life and the importance of protecting this fragile ecosystem for generations to come. As we look to the future, it is essential to remember that the outback is not an empty wasteland, but rather a place of profound beauty, cultural significance, and ecological importance. By understanding its past, appreciating its present, and planning for its future, we can ensure that this extraordinary landscape continues to inspire and sustain us for generations to come.